I think he's talking about
he was
Justin
dressed
Thomas.
up. He was dressed up as a golfer. I think that's why he's saying that.
Again, this is classic Rom. He doesn't care about Justin Thomas.
Yeah, wants his name.
He wants his AD.
You're right. EP, of course, driven by BMW of Fairfax, DC's only BMW Center of Excellence Award winner. For the ultimate buying experience on your ultimate driving machine, get over to BMW Fairfax. Ask for my girl Miriam. She's the general manager. Of course, you can check out their entire selection of brand new vehicles right there on their website. It's bmwfairfax.com. I love this story because this is actually the person I use as an example for tattoo regret. Miley Cyrus has tattoo regret over nearly all of her tattoos. She in particular, because there's almost like no theme or rhyme or reason to her.
She have?
She just has them, I don't know.
Oh, they're just random?
They're just random. Like if you look at her arm, like when she goes to like an award show or something and she's like really revealing, like in a small dress or something, she just has random things. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So one thing if you go all in and get a sleeve or something, all right, at least maybe there's some sort of... She just has random markings on her body, and I personally think they look atrocious. Who cares what I think? She agrees with me.
What was your sense from Kevin's response? I can't remember when it was, if it was this week or a few weeks ago, where he said he was done with tattoos.
Oh, I was gone that week. I was gone that Friday.
So he's got kind of 7 or 8 randoms.
He said he tattoo regret?
I don't think he said he had regret, but he wasn't planning to add any more.
I don't know exactly how old she is. I'm going to guess she's in her late 30s. Mm-hmm. Don't think she's 40s yet. But anyway, I don't know her well, but she has tats, bro, everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about her big toe, to all her up her feet, her legs, down her arms, on her hands, on her face, and she's a pretty girl.
Who is she?
I don't want to get into
without being too specific. It's a friend of yours, though?
It's a friend. It's more of a friend of a friend.
She's committed to the bit.
But I know her. I've talked to her.
Yeah.
But she's got them everywhere, and she's a pretty girl. And I'm
thinking, a cool chick? Like she's
a great chick. Yeah, she's a cool chick. And I'm thinking, what were you thinking? Because who's going to hire you? I don't even know where she works, if she works. She's a mom.
Don't know.
She's a mom.
Right.
She might just be a house mom. But, I mean, why would you do that? It's one thing to have them on your shoulder or maybe a little bit on your arm, on your back, on your
once
calf.
You start crossing the threshold
when you
of
put
like
them
you
on
can't
your
cover
face,
your hand, your neck.
Your face.
Yeah, you cross the threshold there.
But I don't
get it.
I don't know if I believe Miley Cyrus because she said that after she got a tattoo. She literally got ink then she literally got another tattoo.
Right.
And said that.
Well, she probably has tattoo addiction, but she also has tattoo regret. She says over about 80% of hers. Like she says, I love my dog, the example she gives, but I don't necessarily want to be looking at a picture of him on my arm for the rest of my life.
Yep. I guess she just
like that's the next level.
Having second thoughts.
Yeah. I think if I had to guess, I'd say tattoo regret, very popular.
Okay.
More popular than not.
Maybe.
What do you think? You don't care to opine?
Not sure. Like my daughter has tattoos. Maybe 20 years down the line she's going to regret
so far
them.
She
I don't
loves
know.
them.
Loves them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a revelation.
Did you also?
I didn't know that.
Did you also hear the theory? It was an online theory about why people are very into Sydney Sweeney.
Because she has no tattoos?
0 tattoos.
Right.
I saw Euphoria's
I'm
coming
on the
back.
record for it. That's not why I'm into
I think they're
Sydney
in there
Sweeney.
because of her jugs.
Well, I know, but it's
But a lot of girls have jugs.
What about her acting ability?
A lot of girls have jugs.
it's an underlying reason why some guys are into her.
Hey, listen, I will say this about tattoos: they're pretty rampant in the adult industry, right? Tattoos in the adult industry, they're pretty rampant.
I'm just double checking Valdez's top 10 breast rankings. I don't know if Sydney Sweeney made the cut.
Of course, she's on the list.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yes, I mean,
all right. I've forgotten. I haven't seen
You
this.
won't sell your booklet on
AT&T
on
girl.
Amazon.
The AT&T girl slept on, by the way.
I know. The boob connoisseur.
Okay, so there's Sydney Sweeney, like on page 6 or 7.
So what? So she was ranked 6 or 7?
There's no ranking here. This is
it goes from 10 to 1.
It's the most disappointing number one in radio
What did you
history.
do, like Elvira?
Elvira. His top 3 are
the pages are stuck together.
Jessica Rabbit at 3.
Jessica Rabbit, another
Just to recap.
I'm at a cartoon.
Selma Hayek at 2.
All right.
And number 1, Elvira.
You bought
Scream
you
Queen.
bought,
I
you
did
bought
not botch
three.
it.
Zag.
I did not botch it. That's a great list.
You did a different bit.
It's a great list.
You did a
Pretty good list.
Let me see yours.
Top judge. I'm not obsessed
Angela
with
White. Where's Angela White on that?
I actually don't know. I assume she has. I know. I've seen her thumbnail. I'm telling you, I'm not an Angela White aficionado.
Okay,
but she's pretty prolific.
Okay,
she's on a lot of thumbnails. I can tell you that.
Who did she think he? Or
I thought she was the escapee. Wasn't her name White?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
the
remember
woman that was a guard that was banging the prisoner, and then she killed
died.
herself.
She died in the car accident.
No, she killed herself. They crashed the car, and then she pulled the gun out and blew her brains out.
I just hope I don't run into the devil in the Ozarks on the way over to the golf tournament today. It's not going to end up well for me if it does.
Stink cakes.
That'd be terrible. All right, we got to go.
We gotta go?
Yeah, we got to go. We
did one story.
We got a golf tournament to get to, my friend.
All right,
we're done. We'll see you again tomorrow. B. Mitch and Finley, they're coming up next here on The Fan.
Richmond, this is your exclusive home for Washington Commanders football. The new Sports Radio 910 The Fan, now at 105.1 FM.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Agent Ginger Roy is there. Contact Ginger for a quote today.
Fans, Baby Ruth, the official candy bar of the Cincinnati Reds, is the go-to fan favorite treat before, during, or even after the game. Taste the deliciousness of high-quality dry roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. There's nothing better than enjoying your favorite game with a classic candy bar. So get your hands on your own Baby Ruth bar today at your local Speedway.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
RADIO.
When planning for life's most important moments, sometimes the hardest part is simply knowing where to start. That's why we're here to help. When you pre-plan and prepay a celebration of life with us, every detail will be handled with simplicity and professionalism, giving you the peace of mind that you've done all you can today to remove any burden from your loved ones tomorrow. We're Dignity Memorial. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless, so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
ConsumerAccess.org.
Thumbtack presents Project Paralysis.
I was cornered. Sweat gathered above my furrowed brow, and my mind was racing. I wondered who would be left standing when the droplets fell, me or the clogged sink. Drain cleaner and pipe snake clenched in my weary fist, I stepped toward the sink and then... Wait, why am I stressing? I have Thumbtack. I can easily search for a top-rated plumber, read reviews, and compare prices, all on the app. Thumbtack knows homes. Download the app today.
Switching to Shopify helps you sell smarter at every stage of your business. Take full control of your brand with your own custom online store.
Wow, looks amazing.
Find more customers with our easy-to-use marketing tools. Piece of cake. And let the best converting checkout on the planet do its thing. Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify. Switch to Shopify today for a $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
And Unplugged.
Tess joined the plus side and found her personalized insurance policy with AAA. They did all the work and found the coverage and price that worked for her, which means Tess has time to brave the world of trumpet playing. And then there's Kate, who decided to brave the world of insurance by herself.
Please hold.
On the plus side, get more from insurance with AAA. Go to AAA.com/insurance. Product options may vary by state and participant. Visit AAA.com/details for more information.
The fear of injections and their side effects keeps some people from getting their hepatitis C cured. But that's just old news about other medicines. The good news is, today's Hep C treatments are different. They're not injections, often are just one pill daily, and don't have the harsh side effects of previous medicines. So don't be afraid to talk to a healthcare provider about getting your Hep C cured. To learn more, visit treathepcnow.com.
Babbel.com.
From the Pearson Signature Dealership Studio, this is the new Sports Radio 910 The Fan. Now at 105.1 FM, WRNL Richmond and WRVQ HD2 Richmond. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports Radio 910 The Fan. Bring the energy.
It's happening.
Run for your lives. It's time for MP on the mic.
Cunning, capable, agile, flexible.
It gets me pumped and it gets me going.
Michael Phillips is. Let's go!
.105.1 FM. Welcome aboard on a Tuesday morning where we're getting wildfire smoke coming in today. Watch out for that. Apparently it's going to stay above us, whatever that means. I don't know. I was reading up on that. Can we go outside? Yes, we can go outside. There you go. So go outside. It's going to get warm. It's finally time to hit the pool. Finally time for actual summer. Been bid season here for a minute. We love bid season. Love our friends at the Flying Squirrels. They're back in action tonight. No Tuesdays with Trey today. While we're both at transit, Trey will be on the call tonight. Of course, Flying Squirrels baseball right here on the Fan. Intrigued by this story this morning in the Richmond Times-Dispatch, our guy John O'Connor, who we've talked about this for years and years and years, so this is not the first time we've talked about this, but the question is, will the Nats come to RVA with the new ballpark opening across from the Diamond, Carmax Park? We know a few things here. John he's got the story this morning. It says there will be summer discussion among Major League Baseball. Now remember, minor league teams don't have any say over who they affiliate with anymore. That's a new development. A few years ago, Major League Baseball fully took over control of the minor league system. So Major League Baseball, at its sole discretion, gets to say who affiliates with who. And for a long time, it was every team for itself. Teams could make their own deals. So now it comes straight from Major League Baseball. The goal of that is to bring teams to places where it makes sense for them to build their fan bases. Obviously, hence stoking the speculation here that the Squirrels would be a phenomenal fit with the Washington Nationals. Now, the Nats came down here when they started up and over the years, back in the day when they were allowed to decide who they affiliated with, their stance was always, we can't develop our players properly at the Diamond. It doesn't have the modern amenities we need. It doesn't have video rooms and multiple batting cages and a clubhouse that doesn't flood. The little things. They're always, as John O'Connor notes this morning in his piece, always very complimentary of the way the team was run, the organization, starting from the top on down, well-run organization, just not the facilities they need. Well, that problem's going to be fixed next year. And I've always thought it's a very logical move for them to do that. Now, what's interesting here is it's not a simple switch because the Nationals actually have a strong AA partnership with the Harrisburg Senators, who play the Squirrels from time to time, and we get to see their prospects roll through. That geographically close to D.C. for sure, and I don't know that it makes sense to disrupt that. Where it makes sense potentially is that the Nats AAA team is in Rochester, up in New York, upstate New York. And so, is that upstate New York? I don't know. I think everything above New York City is upstate New York. We'll go down that rabbit hole at a later time. It's by Syracuse, Rochester. It's also the home of the Garbage Plate. That's their signature culinary contribution to America. It's what it sounds like. You just kind of take all the food in the kitchen and throw it on a plate and serve it. Rochester, New York. That's Chamber of Commerce approved right there. We're just cutting tourism promos for Rochester this morning. So the Flying Squirrels don't have any say in this. I think they would benefit from being a Nationals affiliate. The Giants are not providing any juice here in the way the Braves were. The Braves, it was watch these guys, and then they're going to go play in Atlanta. You can watch them on TBS. And Richmond became a Braves town and still is. It has a ton of Braves fans all over this town. Whereas nobody that I know of is watching San Francisco Giants games. Sorry to our guy Rich Herrera at WRVA. Nobody's watching these Giants games because they watch these guys come through Richmond. The time zones don't work. The affiliation, it just doesn't provide any juice. So it makes a ton of sense. But you've probably got to make Richmond a AAA city to do it. So that's a lot of dominoes falling. That means you've got to take AAA away from a city. That means you've got to reorganize, find the Giants a new AA home because there are no West Coast AA leagues. The closest one is the Texas League. So that's always been an issue as well. So maybe this is part of a bigger sweep up and a bigger change. I'm excited to see what happens out of these discussions. I think Major League Baseball would be very wise, at the minimum, to just switch out, to switch out and make sure Richmond has an affiliate that matters. And I think the Washington Nationals are the logical affiliate that matters. This is also, we do a lot of Nationals commentary around here. This is a team that is slowly and organically growing a fan base because it is, by baseball standards, a very new baseball team. And so they could use this juice well. They could use some people from Richmond caring about the Nats and watching this pipeline, right? Fredericksburg Nationals to Richmond Nationals. They'd stay the Flying Squirrels, I'm sure, up to Washington Nationals. And I think everybody could benefit from this. So hopefully that'll happen. Until then, of course, we will continue playing Flying Squirrels baseball on these airways. And no matter what happens, the management group, so not the manager, Dennis Pelfrey is employed by the Giants. He wouldn't stay. But Ben Rothrock and Anthony Opperman and that team, Megs, would stay. They would not leave in that situation. So Flying Squirrels baseball, you'll hear it right here on The Fan. Starting tonight, they're on the road for the week. Back home next week. We're off and running a fun show for you. Revisit some of our favorites from the years we do over the summer. Check in on the world of sports. Get you up to AWOD. He's live and local starting at noon. Back after this, you're listening to 910 The Fan, now 105.1 FM.
Spend your afternoons with Adam Epstein.
And Adam, I think we have the right leader.
Quick pass, run. Quick pass, run. Play action off of that. Take your deep shot.
He's a winner.
AWOD Radio.
He's made an incredible impact everywhere he's been.
What would the ultimate pregame look like? Where's the beer pong gonna be? Where's the twerk sesh?
On Sports Radio 910 The Fan and 105.1 FM.
Tackle your... Fans, Baby Ruth, the official candy bar of the Cincinnati Reds, is the go-to fan favorite treat before, during, or even after the game. Taste the deliciousness of high-quality dry roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. There's nothing better than enjoying your favorite game with a classic candy bar. So get your hands on your own Baby Ruth bar today at your local Kroger.
Some things you just have to experience live. Like spring meet at Churchill Downs, where amazing moments come a half mile a minute. Experience Downs After Dark, where night comes to life on May 17th and June 21st. Twilight Thursdays, where happy hour rides into the sunset through June 26th. And Family Adventure Day, where memories stack up on June 8th. This spring meet, the race exhilarates. So live in the moment and get your tickets today at churchilldowns.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Trading shouldn't have barriers. When Robinhood started, it was built to make trading more accessible. Now, Robinhood offers more sophisticated trading tools. Experience the future of trading on Robinhood Legend, the all-new desktop platform that harnesses intuitive design to deliver a seamless experience for traders. Free to use with a Robinhood account. The future of trading is fast, powerful, and precise. Experience it now on Robinhood Legend. Sign up today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Other fees may apply.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps businesses dream bigger. Get a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business and earn 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So you can stock up on what you need to take your business further and get rewarded for growing bigger. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
Hear that? That's another person discovering today's hepatitis C medicines have cure rates of 95% or higher, and some are just one pill daily. Hep C medicines are also covered by most health insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, so qualified patients may pay as little as $5 per copay. Stop waiting and get your Hep C cured. What a great idea! To learn more, visit treathepcnow.com.
Do you think astronauts fight over elbow room? Probably. Because advanced tech doesn't always mean more space. Until now. Introducing the Hyundai Ioniq 9. A 3-row electric SUV with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and lots of space. The all-new Hyundai Ioniq 9. Space in an EV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Ioniq 9 is available in extremely limited quantities at select dealers in select states only. EPA estimated range based on fully charged battery. For comparison purposes only. Actual range will vary based on several factors.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Lowe's sabe que ahora más que nunca buscas el precio más bajo. Por eso, cuenta con nuestra garantía de precios bajos para obtener lo que necesitas a precios competitivos para tus proyectos. Y si encuentras un artículo igual a un precio más bajo que califica, te lo igualaremos. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Igualación de precio aplica al artículo igual con un precio actual en tiendas calificadas. Aplican términos y exclusiones. Detalles en lowes.com/garantía precios bajos.
Spend your afternoons with Adam Epstein.
In Adam, I think we have the right leader.
Quick pass, run. Quick pass, run. Play action off of that. Take your deep shot.
He's a winner.
AWOD Radio.
He's made an incredible impact everywhere he's been.
What would the ultimate pregame look like? Where's the beer pong gonna be? Where's the twerk sesh?
On Sports Radio 910 The Fan and 105.1 FM. This is MP on the mic on Sports Radio 910 The Fan and 105.1 FM.
MP on the mic, 910 The Fan, 105.1 FM, worldwide on the free Odyssey app, counting you down to a busy weekend in the world of sports. Here's the other thing I want to do today. You know I love a list. You know I'm a sucker for a list. Lists are cool. We'll get into this with AWOD too during Crosstalk, I'm sure. The Ringer, that's Bill Simmons' publication, has a list of the 100 best sports moments of the century. So this is the year 2000 on. I'm a sucker for a list like this. I love lists.
Sports moments.
So the first thing you've got to define, I think, is like, this is, to me, American sports moments.
Like Big Four? Or are we going outside of that?
Because if we're saying the biggest sports moment of the century, it's probably some like India-Pakistan cricket match. Like, just in terms of...
Some life change, yeah.
Right, something like that. If you do Western world, it's probably Messi winning the World Cup, right? I mean, that was a great soccer game that changed the trajectory of soccer. Or, I'm trying to think, what's the biggest Premier League thing that's happened? When the tiny team, Leicester City, when they won the Premier League, right? It's something like that.
Honestly, right now, you know, Wrexham, 3 straight promotions.
First time ever.
Yeah, the Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney League.
I watched the first season and loved it, and have not watched since. Which doesn't mean I'm out on it. I just have not.
Yeah, you get what you get.
I got Wrexham,
how much more is there?
Wrexham fatigue.
Yeah.
But I'm amazed too, because I have a ton of friends who are into this, including a couple who have actually traveled to Wrexham. Which is not like traveling to London, which is doable. It's like...
You got to like get on like a train and then a horse-drawn buggy.
It is in the middle of nowhere. Hours and hours from like the nearest big city. Yeah.
Right.
They've quite literally put the town on the map. Awareness of Wrexham is if you were to say name cities in Wales...
That would be the first and only one I could name.
I think if you ask the average American to name a city in Wales, and if they could name one, that's their poll, right?
Wow, good for them.
I would also get Cardiff.
I sure wouldn't.
I'm at 2, though.
That's why I'm the trivia host, not the trivia player.
I'm at 2. They're putting Wrexham on the map. But that's not greatest sports moments of as voted on by the Ringer.
Before we start, can I ask if Jane Daniels' Hail Mary is on there?
Jane Daniels' Hail Mary is not on here, but I agree with that.
Okay, I was just curious.
It's a great play, but I think all of these are going to represent bigger things. Because I made a mental top 5 list before I dove in. And I actually got number 1 exactly correct. So should we just jump straight to that?
I suppose.
That is the David Tyree helmet catch that prevented the New England Patriots from having a perfect season and gave Eli Manning a Super Bowl title. Because that play's got literally everything. A perfect team trying to wrap up something that only one other NFL team has ever done. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, perfect the main characters here. The scrappy New York Giants, who are the wild card, a guy you've never heard of, David Tyree, the forgotten Manning brother, and he catches the ball on his helmet to keep alive the Giants' win in the Super Bowl. That's everything right there.
That's a pretty good one.
Right? That's everything. My 2 and 3 were both on there, but not in that order. My 2 and 3 were the 2 World Series wins for teams that had not won the World Series. So the Cubs winning the World Series after the rain delay, after the long delay, and the Red Sox finally beating the Yankees, the Curt Schilling bloody sock game. And you can't judge that in retrospective, like Curt Schilling went kind of crazy afterward. Like in the moment, fully iconic. Yeah. The bloody sock's still fully iconic.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson is one of the best running backs ever.
Period.
That's just a fact.
That is a full-on period statement. Absolutely. Reggie Bush won the Heisman. Doesn't matter what else you say. Like, I saw it. I remember watching it with my eyes. That guy was the best player in college football. They gave him the Heisman. I don't care what happened next. He's a Heisman winner. Number 2 is LeBron James blocking Andre Iguodala in the Warriors-Cavs final, where LeBron finally won a title for Cleveland after the return. I disagree with this one. And it's not my NBA bias. It's that block, which was certainly an iconic moment, happened with 2 minutes left in the game in a tie game. There was a lot of basketball left to play.
That feels like a we want LeBron. That feels like we're trying to put all of LeBron into one moment and put him at number 2.
We also need to define sports moments. Is the decision allowed to be a sports moment of the century? Because I think it indisputably is. When he went on TV and said, "I'm leaving Cleveland to take my talents to South Beach." That's a sports moment.
I see
That's a sports moment. I'm taking my talents to South Beach is still like, you say that line, everybody immediately
If we're doing that, then I think the Doncic trade it's the top 100 sports moment of the century.
It's in the lower end.
It's in the lower end,
for sure. Number 3, bloody sock, Curt Schilling. Number 4, all right, we're going a little off the board here for number 4, but I don't disagree. The 2008 Beijing Olympics 4x100 freestyle men's relay, where Michael Phelps was losing when he got out of the pool. The next guy came in and barely out-touched the French guy to win gold and preserve Michael Phelps's quest for 8 gold medals, the most in a single Olympics. Thrilling moment in sports. It's tough to contextualize swimming among all these other things. It is.
Yeah, I agree, because that's the only swimming most watch.
Yeah, like Katie Ledecky, winning by 700 pool lengths. That's a great moment.
Classic.
Where does that contextualize in sports overall? That's tougher. It's tougher to know what the Olympics is, period. Simone Biles dominating. Although if you were to do sports moments this century, it's probably Simone Biles not competing in the pandemic Olympics. That's probably the most known Olympic moment of the past 10 years.
I don't know. I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think it would be one of the swimming bits.
I think the Katie Ledecky swimming bit is certainly.
I think more people think about Katie Ledecky. I honestly, I don't even know what you're talking about the COVID thing. This is a story that
she got the yips and couldn't and had to withdraw from the Olympics.
Okay.
In Tokyo-ish. It was Asia somewhere.
I give more weight to Katie Ledecky winning by 18 pool lengths.
Katie Ledecky rocks. Number 5. The kick 6, Alabama-Auburn Iron Bowl. Alabama lines up for a game-winning field goal. It falls short. The Auburn kid fields it and runs it back 100 yards for the touchdown. It's a big country. In the Southeast, this is probably number 1 by a massive margin.
Yeah.
I still think about that play all the time.
I can picture the call in my head. I wasn't there for it.
Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, they're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Yes. And Vern Lundquist on TV.
Auburn's going to win the football game.
Auburn's going to win the football game. Yes. Iconic. And that it came a week and a half after, or 2 weeks after, the miracle at Jordan Hare, where the pass got tipped on 4th down and kept their season alive there. that they had 2 of those in the span of a month. It's like, UVA winning the Natty is not going to be on here, obviously, but like winning all 3 of those games in improbable fashion, just when you stack them, it makes it cooler.
Yeah, but that's not a moment.
Not a moment. But the miracle of Jordan Hare certainly could be. What I remember about that was we were in Philly for a Washington-Philly game. Grant Paulson said, I'm going to take the train in, pick me up, we'll go out to dinner. So I'm at the train station. I'm watching the game on my phone, sitting in my car waiting for the train to get there. The train gets there. It's been an exciting game. There's like a minute left, but like I'm not going to make Grant sit there in the car and we're going to watch the game on the phone. Like it's time to go to dinner. So Grant gets in the car. I give him the phone. I tell him, hey, tell me what's going on. Grant, he enjoys a good bit. And so he's saying, it's 4th and 20. Auburn's lining up to throw. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he tipped it. And he got, he's running at Auburn. Okay, Jeeps. You're not going to get me on that. No, I'm serious. This is incredible. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Nice try, Grant. I am not falling for that. You have to see this. You have to stop the car. This is incredible. You have to see this. I'm not stopping the car, Grant. Not stopping the car to look at them throwing an incomplete pass on 4th down. He caught it. Number 6. That may be NBA bias again. Ray Allen, 3-pointer to beat the Spurs in the 2013 NBA Finals. Good moment. Good sports moment. That was the Heatles. That was LeBron, Dwayne Wade. That was the star-studded team.
I think this is a LeBron thing.
To me, they're framing this in a like a butterfly effect. What if kind of way? Because if LeBron doesn't block the shot, if the Warriors win in the first one that we had, then Kevin Durant can't go to a team that just won back-to-back titles. Like, we all understand that. Like, if the Warriors had just dominated the NBA, Kevin Durant can't be like, I'm going to go join that team. Like, so you've got a butterfly effect and who wins, blah, blah, blah. Same here. If the LeBron super team doesn't win 2 of the first 3 finals they participate in, like, does that bring a premature end to the super team era? Tiger Woods is at number 7, Stub. We'll wrap it up on Tiger at number 7. Which Tiger Woods moment is at number 7? You got a lot of picks.
I love that you're asking me.
Yeah.
Like I know one.
I would pick Tiger winning the U.S. Open on one leg as his signature moment. It is not that. It is him winning the Masters at age 43, which is, an incredible sporting achievement. We'll get into Tiger. We'll get into the rest of the list. We got another hour to hang out with you guys. We'll take advantage of it. Back after this, AWadd at noon. You're listening to 910 The Fan at 105.1 FM.
Insight, opinion, exclusive content. Get it here 24/7 on the new Sports Radio 910 The Fan. Now at 105.1 FM.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Agent Ginger Roy is there. Contact Ginger for a quote today.
Fans, Baby Ruth, the official candy bar of the Cincinnati Reds, is the go-to fan favorite treat. Before, during, or even after the game. Taste the deliciousness of high-quality dry-roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. There's nothing better than enjoying your favorite game with a classic candy bar. So get your hands on your own Baby Ruth bar today at your local Kroger.
7 Hills Women's Health Centers have joined the TriHealth family. Schedule an appointment today at trihealth.com/7hills. Be seen, be heard, be healed. At TriHealth 7 Hills Women's Health Centers.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're your local Dignity Memorial provider. Find us at dignitymemorial.com. The Dignity Memorial brand name is used to identify a network of licensed funeral, cremation, and cemetery providers owned and operated by affiliates of Service Corporation International.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless, so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risks. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC and NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
AWOD Radio. Always available on the go on the free Odyssey app.
Do you hear voices in your head sometimes?
On Sports Radio 910 The Fan and 105.1 FM. This is MP on the mic on Sports Radio 910 The Fan and 105.1 FM.
MP on the mic, 910 The Fan, 105.1 FM. We're always worldwide. The free Odyssey app, that's the one with the rewind button. It's the one at the Apple App Store and at Google Play. Don't forget about that. Pleased to be with you as we count down these summer months, get back to sports. So we're doing the world-famous reverse countdown. We're starting at 1 and working the other way. Reflecting on, this is the Ringers list.
Keeping the tensions high.
Well, the tension gets lower as you go when you do the reverse countdown. I don't think anybody's accused this segment of being spectacularly organized, but we've done 1 through 7, so I don't see any reason to stop. It'd be weirder if we then went 14 to 8 in this segment. Counting down to number 8 would be...
Well, that's what everyone wants to know.
Okay, I'm going to leave you in suspense on number 8. Bill Simmons' website, The Ringer. This is the 100 best sports moments of the century, so defined as starting in the year 2000.
Yeah, not of the last 100 years.
Not of the last 100 years, because we're really opening it up there. This is just since 2000. So really, of the social media, internet era, in a lot of ways. All of these moments were documented extensively online.
Or one might say of the 2000s.
Yeah. David Tyree helmet catch was number 1. Kurt Schilling's bloody sock was 3. There were a lot of LeBron moments sprinkled in. Tiger Woods made his first appearance at number 7. Tiger's got to make a lot of appearances on this list. His number 1 moment was him winning the Masters at age 43. I don't disagree with that, but it's not it for me. It's either the chip in at the early Masters or, for me, it's him winning the U.S. Open on one leg. That said, he's Tiger. He's got a lot of great moments. Number 8, our first soccer moment. I said if this was truly a global thing, this would probably be number 1. Messi wins the World Cup over France. Cements himself as one of the greatest players ever, one of the greatest soccer matches ever played. World Cup, biggest stage, biggest moment. Mbappe, you had all the star power there. That's an easy one. So that's at number 8. Because this is an American list, and we're not sure what to do with soccer at the moment. Like, if we do this list 20 years ago, we ignore it because it's soccer. And if we do this list in another 20 years, it might be number 1 because soccer. It's a major sport. We're in this limbo here. Like, we're just not sure how to treat soccer. We still talk about the big 4 sports. Hockey is not a big 4 sport. And y'all know I love hockey. Soccer is bigger than hockey in America right now. Yeah. Full stop. If you're talking about a big 4 sports, I think you have to include soccer and not hockey. We have not had a hockey moment yet, and we have a soccer moment, which is kind of the proof you need. Also, the hockey moments I'm considering are all Olympic related. We'll see if we get to our hockey moments.
Soccer creates a 3-letter abbreviation for their league, then I'll allow it.
Well, they have too many leagues. There's so many leagues. There's, AWOD here comes and say the Champions League, that's the greatest league. But then I also hear that the Premier League's the greatest league. But then I go to London. I watched a game in the Championship, and that sounded pretty good. It turns out that's like the second best league, the Championship.
Yes. All of my knowledge is Ted Lasso related.
And Wrexham.
Yes.
Yeah. The Wrexham Clips. I'm kind of happy for Ryan Reynolds. I'm not.
I'm happy for Rob McElhenney.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't care about Ryan Reynolds is doing fine. He has his gin and his cell plan.
I think it's just a real testament to what you can do with a little hard work, a little elbow grease, and a ton of American money.
So much American money. Just.
Number 9, the Cubs win the World Series. We had Red Sox at 3, Cubs at 9. It's tricky because the moment was somewhat anticlimactic, but the Cubs winning the World Series is indisputably one of the sports stories.
Yeah, because it was the bit for a very long time.
Full stop. Yeah, like it's not a moment, us clowning on the Cubs for 100 years. Mm-hmm. It's more of a long, slow burn. But it's unquestionably, one of the sports stories of the last 25 years. Number 10, Malcolm Butler intercepts Russell Wilson as the Seahawks are 2 yards away from winning the Super Bowl. We talked about with the basketball stuff, so many of those finals moments triggered a cascade of player movement and what ifs. This is absolutely the what if moment in football.
This is one on the infamy board.
Sure.
The infamy 100.
Yes. Because if the Patriots finish the perfect season, I don't think we perceive that dynasty a ton differently. And I don't think we perceive Eli Manning a ton differently either. Obviously, he loves having the ring. It's better than not having the ring. But fundamentally, we see Eli as a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, who had a number of memorable seasons with the New York Giants. It doesn't lower him in our standing. Yeah. And we already view the Patriots as the definitive football dynasty of our lifetime. Sure, that's awesome. But there aren't ripple effects out of that. There are major ripple effects out of this one. Starting, of course, with Russell Wilson, who now is on his odyssey and is with the Giants now, who's bounced around a little while. You had the tension. Marshawn Lynch, of course, is a main character in that. The Patriots, who win another one and continue. There are a ton of ripple effects out of that one. Number 11. This is Ringer's list of the 100 greatest sports moments of the century. Linsanity.
Linsanity.
Not a moment. This is the first one I'm rejecting flat out. Not a moment. A movement, but not a moment. It lasted 3 weeks. We all lost our minds. Not a moment.
I agree.
I don't want to talk about Linsanity because it's not a moment. Number 12 becomes number 11 by default. Also, if we're going to do that, you set aside however you feel about it when I say the word, but it's Tebow. Tebow was way bigger than Linsanity when that had its moment. Both moments that happened and flamed out, but Tebow's was bigger than Linsanity. Whatever, doesn't count. Moment 12, Falcons lead the Patriots in the Super Bowl 28-3. You've got a ton.
Well, now I'm re-questioning what's the 1 and what's the 2 on the infamy list.
Oh, my goodness. You
put this over the Seahawks throw?
You ready for my hottest take of the day?
I am.
It's a defensible decision by Pete Carroll to throw the football there. You have 2 plays.
This is the hottest take of the day.
You have 2 plays available to you, and you have 1 timeout available to you. If you run with Marshawn Lynch on your first play and you call timeout, the 3-play sequence, if you run with Marshawn Lynch on the first play and he doesn't get it and you use your timeout, on the second play, you have to pass because you don't have a timeout. So the number of options available to you are cut in half.
But I disagree with this because if you give him the ball twice, he's getting in.
Sure. Counterpoint, he's Marshawn Lynch.
Yes,
give it to him twice. Don't overthink this.
Yeah.
That is the correct stance. If I were the coach in that moment, I would have given the ball to Marshawn Lynch. But on paper, the explanation of We had both options available to us. Choosing this route cuts half the options available. Like, that's a sentence you can read and not be like, you're a dumb idiot. Like, we all know it's the wrong decision, but there's an explanation available that semi makes sense off of that play. 28-3, and you're throwing the football, and Tom Brady's coming back on you. Completely indefensible, and has haunted Kyle Shanahan ever since. Then he loses the Super Bowl to the Chiefs with the Niners. The reputation is firmly secure at this point, and it started there. And as good as Tom Brady is, as great as that comeback is, this is all about the Falcons. This is not about the Patriots. And, of course, if Dan Quinn has a Super Bowl, he probably gets to stay in Atlanta for longer and attempt to rebuild that. That's a sports moment. I love number 13. Vince Young, Texas, beats USC in the Rose Bowl. Great sporting moment. Keith Jackson calling that. That's probably a niche one, but I'll take that every day of the week. Great selection there. Ringer's list of the top 100 sports moments of the century. Number 14, Kawhi Leonard with the Raptors. The buzzer beater that bounces off the rim 9 times and goes in. Are you picturing this one?
Yes.
Yeah, he's squatting down, watching, looking. Not a massive implications one. Maybe our first true great highlight on the list. Great sports high. Okay. You mentioned OBJ's catch, which we still haven't seen.
Yes.
Great sports highlight, limited implications. This was in the playoffs and had implications in that sense, but largely is just a great highlight, unquestionably.
Sure.
So, yeah. We have our first tennis at 15.
Oh, good.
We don't know what to do with these sports.
Is it a Serena?
It's a Federer-Nadal at the Wimbledon final, and there's certainly no objection there from me. Also, no commentary there from me. It happened. It was cool. If anything I say about tennis would immediately expose me as being way out of my league on commenting on tennis. Number 16, Abby Wambach, header to win the 2011 World Cup. I thought out of the gate, obviously Brandi Chastain's your soccer moment. That did not happen in the 2000s, though. That is now a dated sports moment. So
not while I was alive.
Not while you were alive. It's Abby Wambach. 17, we're back to Tiger. So Tiger and LeBron now tied with 2 appearances apiece. Okay. This is the chip in at the Masters for Tiger. Number 8, we have a global representation here. For sure.
They're not doing bad.
They're not doing bad in terms of...
I agree that...
No hockey moments yet.
If this was across the globe, there'd be at least 3 cricket moments at this point.
Of course. Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about.
A crazy wicket.
as a sticky wicket. So we've had 2 golf. We've had men's soccer, women's soccer. Still no hockey.
We got an Olympics, too.
And an Olympics. And I'm about to have a second Olympics.
Oh.
Still no hockey. That's not great. That's not great for hockey.
Honestly... When was this done? Is Ovi getting $8.95? Does that retroactively go pretty high?
I don't think so. It is a top 100 moment, but we haven't gotten to any hockey moments. We have 2 definitive have to make the list hockey moments. Okay. TJ Oshie beats Russia and Sidney Crosby beats America. In the Olympics. Those have to be on this list. Number 18 is Olympics. Usain Bolt, when he won the Olympic 100 and he's turning around smiling at the dude in second place, that's an iconic photo. Yeah, that's a good one. Number 19, our first Patrick Mahomes moment when they beat the Bills with 13 seconds remaining in the AFC title game. And if you're going to do implications, I think this is a good pick as well. Because
is this the first time?
No,
did that or the second?
No, but this confirmed that the Bills are cursed.
Okay.
Wait, the Bills score to take the lead in the AFC title game with 13 seconds remaining. By all accounts, just need to kick the ball off successfully to win the football game. Do not do that. Give the Chiefs the chance. They get the field goal. They force overtime. They win the game. That confirmed all narratives about
forever
football.
Changing playoff overtime rules.
It also obviously it led to the overtime debate, which continues to this day. And we've had Super Bowl overtime debates as well. Nobody knows what to do with overtime in football. The answer is not college overtime. The answer will never be college overtime. It is gimmicky and it is stupid, especially now that they go to the 2-point conversion shootout. I will stand on that. I'm reading these until we get to a hockey moment. We might be on the air for a while. Aaron Boone, ALCS walk-off against the Red Sox, number 20. Number 21, the Philly special. Eagles win the Super Bowl.
I was waiting for that one.
Great moment, of course. Number 22, the decision with LeBron, which I said...
You brought that up.
I said, I asked, is it a sports moment? I think if it is, it's got to be higher. That was a cultural moment that people still quote that and reference that back. Number 23, Landon Donovan scores in the World Cup. Number 24, Marshawn Lynch, the Beastquake, when he ran and the stadium was so loud it actually generated seismic activity. We may never get to break. Number 25, Serena Williams winning the Serena Slam, as referenced. Number 26, I love this one, Boise State trick play to beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. That is actually a really good one. Number 27, OBJ catch.
Okay,
there you go. It's on the board for you. 28, Jose Bautista flips his bat after winning the ALDS for the Blue Jays.
MP, I'm starting to get worried.
Yeah, me too.
About the state of hockey.
29, Tiger Woods wins the U.S. Open on one leg. Number 30. Number 30. I would have picked Oshie. That's all right. Sidney Crosby scores the gold medal in overtime against Team USA.
Wow.
Narrowly edging out our first Formula One appearance at number 31. That's where hockey's at. That's where we're at right now. That's not great. We got another half hour with you guys. We'll be back after this. You're listening to 910 The Fan at 105.1 FM.
Turn it up. The only sports station that matters in Richmond. Whoa! The new Sports Radio 910 The Fan, now at 105.1 FM.
Fans, Baby Ruth, the official candy bar of the Cincinnati Reds, is the go-to fan favorite treat before, during, or even after the game. Taste the deliciousness of high-quality dry roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. There's nothing better than enjoying your favorite game with a classic candy bar. So get your hands on your own Baby Ruth bar today at your local Kroger.
Missions to Mars, driverless cars, AI chatbots. Feels like we're already living in the future. Robinhood is built for the future of trading. Robinhood's intuitive design makes trading seamless so you can spot opportunities and take control of your trades. You can now even trade stocks and crypto all in one place. Sign up for a Robinhood account today. Investing is risky. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, is a registered broker-dealer. Trading during extended hours involves additional risk. Cryptocurrency services are offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC, and NMLS ID 1702840. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services.
You don't want vacation to end, but with Amex Platinum, you earn 5 times membership rewards points on prepaid hotels and more booked through AmexTravel.com. So you're already planning the next one. Book your room with fine hotels and resorts through Amex Travel and get an upgrade when available. Plus guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout, so you have time to check out the pool before flying off to what's next. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/with Amex CST 1022318.
Did the largest panoramic display in its class help the 2025 Lincoln Nautilus to be named Motor Trend's 2025 SUV of the Year? Maybe. Maybe it's because the Lincoln Nautilus offers both a gas and an available hybrid powertrain. Perhaps it's the new Lincoln Digital Experience, available 28-speaker sound system, or second-row legroom that is among the most in its class. Maybe it's a bit of everything. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary. Class is medium, premium utility. Motor Trend 2025 SUV of the Year is a registered trademark of Motor Trend Group, LLC. All rights reserved.
Next Level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, Afoxolaner, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. The one-and-done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef-flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
The fear of injections and their side effects keeps some people from getting their hepatitis C cured. But that's just old news about other medicines. The good news is, today's Hep C treatments are different. They're not injections, often are just one pill daily, and don't have the harsh side effects of previous medicines. So don't be afraid to talk to a healthcare provider about getting your Hep C cured. To learn more, visit treathepcnow.com.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Here'th my Discover card. They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here. Discover is accepted at the places I love to shop. Get it? With the times.
With the times?
You're playing the lute. Yeah, and it sounds pretty good, right?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
If you've been struggling with your weight, Mochi Health is here to help. Mochi Health is a long-term weight loss solution personalized to fit your unique needs and goals. Meet one-on-one with board-certified obesity doctors and registered dietitians who are on a mission to listen. Eligible patients can access custom-formulated GLP-1 medications at an affordable set price and get them delivered to their home each month. Take our free quiz at joinmochi.com and use code AUDIO40 at checkout for $40 off your first month of membership.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part